Hi there, it's David Lee from the James Bond dossier, and earlier this week the Sun reported that No Time to Die was going to undergo some reshoots because some of the brands associated with the film were unhappy about the delay, and they were worried that their products would be out of date. So I thought about that a bit, and you know, on one hand it's the Sun, and you can't really use it as, you can't consider it a very reliable news source, but on the other hand they were reliable with some stories about No Time to Die. So while their conclusions may be a bit suspect, it could be that there's a kernel of truth in the story. So I don't believe for a minute that they're going to do any significant reshoots, but perhaps they would do some CGI or an insert shot of a hand holding a phone or something like that, if it happens at all. Big if. You know, and thinking about the brands associated, well, Bollinger doesn't change much from year to year, different vintage, but that's not going to worry them too much. Omega bring out new models, but I don't see any real urgency there to update Bond's watch. But there is one brand that might be concerned about their product being out of date, which is Nokia, because mobile phones change pretty much constantly. So just if you think about it, you know, why do companies want to pay to feature in a Bond film? And the answer is pretty simple. The 10,000-foot view is they want to sell more product. If you zoom in a bit, then there are a couple of reasons that they want to appear in a Bond film. One is for branding, and the other is to actually shift some units and hopefully make an actual profit. Longer term, the branding is more important, but a new Bond film can help shift, well, in this case, units of the actual model used by Bond, presumably, at least in the film, you know, Nokia phones. And branding is often considered to be getting your name out there, just, you know, the logo, the name, that kind of thing. But it's a bit more complex than that, in fact. And the definition used by the Chartered Institute of Marketing, to which I used to be a member until I stopped paying my subscription, is this: the set of physical attributes of a product or service together with the beliefs and expectations surrounding it, a unique combination which the name or logo of the product or service should evoke in the mind of the audience. Okay, so it's actually more about feelings and emotions associated with the brand logo, for example, than the logo itself or the name of the brand itself. Now, any brand will benefit from association with 007 thanks to the halo effect, which is a cognitive bias that basically transfers positive feelings about one thing, in this case James Bond, to another, such as a phone. Does it work? Well, just ask Aston Martin. It's almost inseparable from James Bond after appearing in Goldfinger. So, yep, I'd say that worked out for them. But, you know, Bollinger obviously benefits from that, and Kina Lillet, even though the product doesn't actually exist anymore. Now, I have seen some Bond fans saying they don't care if the products are out of date or not when the film comes out. After all, there are 24 other Bond films with out-of-date products by now. Yep, sure, but that misses the point entirely. So, branding. At one point, Nokia was the mobile phone manufacturer to beat. I'm sure if you've got a few years on you like I have, you will have owned a Nokia at some point. But it seems an eternity ago. It's since the advent of smartphones, they just got knocked out of the market completely. They weren't ready for it. So now they're trying to re-establish themselves as a contender, and basically the last belief they want to associate with themselves is that their latest phone is a couple of years out of date. It's pretty subtle, but one of the things they need to associate with their brand is that their phone tech is ahead of the game. They're a leader, not trying to play catch up. So, big reshoots? Nope. But some tweaks? Maybe. Okay, that's basically all I wanted to say, except you might want to check this album out. It is called Not From Where I'm Standing. It's by The Wedding Present and Friends, and it is 20 covers of Bond themes. I really like it. We interviewed the singer from The Wedding Present, David Gedge, and 3 other musicians associated with this album on the James Bond and Friends podcast. I think it was number 77, 70 something. Check that out. Okay, thanks for watching.